All right, it is your dad's action movie podcast. This is your dad's action movie. Look, I grew up, back in the day. I'm talking about late 80s, early 90s, action fucking movies. I'm talking about neck snapping, back cracking, shit going crazy, people blowing up, shit blowing up, things happening for no fucking reason, mindless fucking violence. Why is that guy going through the wall? Why is that fucking gun not running out of bullets? Let me tell you something right now. I love action movies. I grew up on these action movies. I can't get enough of these action movies. Jean-Claude Van Damme, fucking, why can't I think of Dolph Lundgren, fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, fucking the list goes on. And Mel Gibson is one of those action heroes that I just love to watch. All right, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. I don't give a fuck what anybody says about him. He makes a great fucking movie. He's a great fucking actor, and he knows how to fucking act. I like his style, so it is what it fucking is. But I just watched Fatman. All right, this is a Christmas movie. It's a now new Christmas tradition for me. I'm going to watch this movie every year. I already purchased it. I'm going to watch it every Christmas. It's going to be one of those ones that, look, at least in December, it's going to be watched. And what is the Fatman? All right, now this movie, all right, it's called, it's Fatman. It's all one fucking word. Mel Gibson is the fucking star. And I'm going to read the thing on it. It says, to save his declining business, Kris Kringle, also known as Santa Claus, is forced into a partnership with the U.S. military. Making matters worse, Kris gets locked into a deadly battle with wits against a highly skilled assassin hired by a persistent, or whatever fucking word this fucking is, precocious, or fucking, I don't fucking know, 12-year-old after receiving a lump of coal in his stocking. Now, let me tell you something right now. That doesn't do any justice. That doesn't do anything for this fucking movie. But let me tell you something right now. This movie is gritty. It's filmed. The cinematography in it, it's fucking excellent because it fucking makes you feel like shit is down in the dumps. It really puts you in the mood of what the fuck is going on, what the hell is going on with Santa, and fucking it hits on a certain note where it's serious yet comical. Yet, I can't stop watching it, and it's ridiculous. All right, it is fucking 100% ridiculous. But the thing is it comes together well. It meshes well. I enjoy this action-packed, and you could, just by the talk of my voice, by the intro of this fucking podcast, you already know that this is a yes for me. This podcast goes a yes or no, a like, a hit, a pass, whatever the fuck you might want to say. But this is one that I say makes the list for your dad's action movie podcast. This is a guaranteed, you'll love it. If you fucking listen to this podcast, guess what? You're going to like this fucking movie. He just plays Santa so gritty, so well. You know what I'm saying? His wife, you know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something right now. The shit that this movie put in my head is things that I didn't want to know, what I didn't want to think about, but it made me think about it. And when you get to those scenes, you'll fucking understand. But at the same fucking time, this movie is great. This movie hits every fucking note. Explosions, gunshots, fucking L's, arms breaking, bombs being disassembled. You know what I'm saying? The military, fucking Santa Claus, Alaska, a hamster. This shit's all over the fucking place. All right? And then there's a little fucking kid that's fucking all of a sudden the smartest fucking kid hiring assassins. And who the fuck has an assassin on fucking call that's fucking 12? It doesn't make any fucking sense. But the thing is it's fucking great. It builds character. It builds tension. It really makes you think in a different way of Santa. And I like this version of Santa. I like this version of Santa. And then the way this movie ends, and the way this movie stops, at the very end, that's how I'd like to imagine Santa being towards Christmas. Making sure kids are good. Making sure that they understand that he is watching them. Making sure that shithead fucking kids get their fucking comeuppance and understand that they need to pay the fuck attention because I'm fucking watching. And if you fuck up, I'm going to fucking get you. Now that is a Santa I can get behind because guess the fuck what? That's the way I treat my kids. That's the way I talk to my kids. That's the way I make sure that my kids fucking act. Because look, they're going to say what they're going to say. They're going to get out of fucking line here and there. But the thing is not everybody fucking puts their kids in their place. I put my fucking kids in their place all the fucking time. And the thing is we need a lot more of that in this fucking world. And we wouldn't have so many fucking shithead fucking kids that think they can get away with shit. But that's a whole different podcast and a whole different situation. But in this movie, it ends correctly. It ends right. It puts a good taste in my mouth. Makes me want to eat a gingerbread man fucking cookie, drink some fucking milk, kick back, fucking relax, and enjoy fucking Christmas again. So this is a big yes on Fatman with Mel fucking Gibson. Look, all the other fucking actors, and you know, I can't fucking remember the name of the fucking guy. I'm going to look it up right fucking now. It's Walton Goggins. Goggins. I think I'm saying it right. That guy plays an excellent fucking villain. That guy plays a great fucking psychopath. He plays so many fucking roles, so many TV shows, and he fucking nails it as a psychopath. In this fucking movie, he makes me laugh more than Mel Gibson makes me laugh because he just fucking nails this fucking part. I don't know. It's just so funny because every time I see him in a role and I see him as a bad guy, I know I'm going to enjoy him because he's a fucking sadistic fucking sicko in every fucking movie that I watch. And I enjoy it. I love it. I understand that he's got a fan in me. And he plays this fucking role right. And he's got his acting skills down. He's just as good as fucking Mel Gibson. I'm going to say that. And if you hear that, you know, I hope you fucking understand. You respond, you get it. And you're like, yes, I like this fucking guy. All right? Everyone else is kind of just I'm not saying no-namer, but I'm just saying that they don't fucking ring bells to me. I'm just saying that everyone else in this fucking movie, guess what? They're there. They're playing the roles, they're doing their fucking parts, and I fucking enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? So, if you're going to watch this movie and you're looking for some reason to watch it, I'm going to say yes, watch it. I didn't spoil it, I just said shit. I didn't give away no fucking scenes because guess what? I like this movie so much I don't want to spoil it. So go check it the fuck out. Fatman. I literally just bought it on digital. It was $6 fucking. I wish it would have had 4K Ultra because then I could have watched it on my 4 fucking K Ultra TV. But you know what? A standard def, high def is all I was gonna fucking get. So it is what it fucking is. But the thing is please make more fucking movies out there in 4 fucking K. There's a reason why I bought the fucking TV. There's a reason why I have a surround sound. There's a reason why I fucking, built my whole fucking living room around this fucking shit. So fucking make more of these fucking movies, especially if you're going to put them straight to fucking online. All right? There's no fucking call for it not being a fucking 4K Ultra fucking movie. Look, I understand there's got to be, I know they got to film it a certain fucking way, but guess what? Why aren't they all doing that? It can't cost that much fucking more. Technology keeps going down in fucking price, but that's just me fucking babbling fuck on. So guess the fuck what? I'll see y'all motherfuckers on the next one.